Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So again, video related to Canada and stuff. Few set of questions which people ask me, and I just wanted to answer those questions. So I'm just doing like Canada videos now. Yeah, in this video, I just wanted to talk about many people again ask me, especially like students, part-time and part-time work. So I just wanted to talk about how part-time works here and how you can get one and how I got my first part-time job. Before that, please do like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to press the bell icon so I get notified when I post more videos. So let's not wait, we'll go to the video. So when it comes to like international students coming to Canada, the first thing you're gonna look into is like how to get like part-time jobs, because uh, given like the current situation in Canada, you guys have GIC, but that's not going to be enough for your monthly expenses. So you obviously need a part-time, because the rental rates have gone up like too much. So you might be in a situation where you have to give your entire GSC amount to like for your rent. So that was like the present situation, because one of my friend came last week here and we kind of faced the same situation. So he is in a situation where he has to go for part-time to cover his other expenses apart from the GIC. So yeah, part-time is like kind of mandatory right now. When I came here like 5 years back, the rents were, it wasn't that expensive, so I was able to cover like the necessary expenses within the GIC, but it's not like that right now. So you will need a part-time. If you when you land here, like before you come out of the airport, they're going to give you a study permit, and they like the general rule for students. The part-time is like 20 hours per week, which means like you can work 20 hours a week, and that money can come into your bank account, and you're not supposed to work more than that. If you work more than that, and if they find out, they're going to cancel your study permit and send you back. So that's like the basic concept. What most people do here is, it is kind of illegal, but not like a huge thing. Many people do it, almost everyone does it. I have done it too. So what they usually do is like they work 20 hours, and then if it goes more than that, like the employer pay the students in cash. So which means like they just give you cash on hand. That doesn't come into account, that doesn't go into your bank account. Do not deposit whatever you get in cash to your bank account. A few $100, it's just better not to do it. If you do that, you can even work like 40 hours a week, like which is like full time. Most students do that because you get more money. That's the basic idea of it. So yeah, this is like the basic structure for part-time. And now like coming to how to get it, that's like a complicated thing here, because there's one of all those things where I say like I cannot give a generalized answer for this, because the situation changes for each person. Every time a person comes, it was different for me. The way I got my first job was different. The way my friend who came last week, he got it in a different way. So I cannot give a specified route that this is what you have to do to get a part-time. I can just give you certain things which you have to do. It's basically like creating a resume. When you're giving it for a part-time job, they're not really looking at what you have learned or what degrees did you do before. What they want is like is mostly like physical labor. So what you can do in a store, or what you can do physically, how you can manage a, that's what they're looking for in part-time, because most of it is going to be like physical work. So you might have to stand for like the entire shift, or it's going to be tiring. So that's what they're going to look for in your resume. I know most students won't have these kind of experiences before, so you cannot basically put anything related to that in your resume. So I just wanted to tell like my side of the story, like what I did when I came here, so that you guys will have an idea of how you can proceed at least. So when I came here, I didn't actually know anyone here. I didn't have any friends here. So one of my friend, like I was staying at his place for like the first 3 or 4 weeks. He was working in construction, and like he used to go for like 2 shifts at that time. So I did go for construction work like just one day with him, just to see like how it works. It is pretty easy, but it is completely like physical labor. You need to clean stuff and walk, and you won't mostly have time to sit. So that's going to be like tiring, and you won't be used to it. I did that just for one day, and they just paid me in cash like just on that day, and that was like my first job. And after that, I moved out of my friend's house, and I just found a place on my own, and I was living there, and after I moved there, I was looking for part time. Like there is a website called Indeed, where you can just filter out just a part time jobs which is available, and you can look for it. Yeah, I was just going through those things, like whatever was available I was just applying for it. And I got another lead from one of my friend who came here. She got a job in a restaurant in downtown, and she was going there, and she referred me, and I went for an interview, and they said okay, but I just went for one day, and there was this guy who was like the manager kind of person. He was like really rude, and he was shouting and like scolding everyone who was there, including me. That was my first day, and he just told me to go and do dishwashing like in the back. Yeah, but I didn't like it, so I didn't go. But it was just one day. So at that point I was in Canada for almost like 2 months. So what I did was I created a new resume and just put these two works as like, just I worked here for like a month, and I worked in the restaurant for like a month. Whatever I did in that one day, I just put that as like what all I did in that 1 month. So it's basically like cheating, but I didn't know what else to do, because those are the skills people actually look for. I just put like, cleaning and, lifting stuff, or warehouse stuff, and, dishwashing and all those things. And luckily, I applied for a bakery, and apparently they wanted someone who can do like dishwashing and all those things. So they saw my resume, and they called me for an interview, and I went. The first thing she asked me was like, did you do dishwashing? Do you have like experience dishwashing? Because dishwashing is like a basic skill. I know what's going to be like so big in that. There's nothing big, but when you go to a commercial place, you cannot wash your dishes like how we do it at home. Like the setup is going to be a little different. It's not like really something you need to learn, but yeah, it takes like 5 minutes to learn. But they just look for, if you had already done it, like it doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. She asked me like, do I know dishwashing and all those things. I said like, yeah, I worked in a restaurant, like I washed dishes and all those things. I worked in the back. So she said like okay, and they gave me a job there, and I worked in that job for almost like 5 to 6 months. But usually they only give me like around 15 to 16 hours a week. I don't get the full 20 hours. They just give it according to how much work they have. Yeah, it usually be like 4 hours or 5 hours a day. I was doing that, and then that was like a continuous part time. I did like for continuously for like 5 to 6 months, and then in the middle I got another lead, and apparently I spoke to a person who had a restaurant. Like it was a kind of South Indian restaurant. So yeah, they make like South Indian food, like dosa and all those things. And I asked if I can like just come and help him. So he said like, yeah, fine, but he just paid me in cash, which was like really less. I used to get like $8 an hour. Right now the minimum wage is $14.25 an hour, but I used to get like $7.58 an hour because it was cash. And yeah, basically I just have to take care of the entire restaurant because he'll be in the back cooking, and if any customer comes I need to wait and take orders and give the order in the back, bring food to them, water, and even when they're paying I need to put it in the card machine and do the pause thing, all those things. I went there for like 3 weeks I think, and then after that I didn't like it, so I left it. Apart from these two, I also went for like general labor jobs, which is like night shifts. You just have to go to a warehouse, like where they pack products which are completed. Like I think I went to a place where it was a mouthwash, like I think the Listerine mouthwash. So they just manufacture everything, and you just need to pack. So the boxes keep coming and the bottles come. You just need to keep it in the box and pack it, and it's just like a line worker, which is like really tiring. You just need to stand in one place for like the entire 8 hours. I did that for like few weeks, and like maybe I went for like 4 or 5 days, but that was night shift, which was like really bad. Your entire routine changes if you don't sleep at night. One good thing which I did was the bakery job which I went. I kind of made some money, but I spent the entire money on like driving class and to take a driver's license, which was about like $500 to $600. I kind of got a driver's license in like 4 to 5 months after I came here. After getting a license, I got a job as a fleet driver for a rental company. So that was like the best job I had, like the best part time, because the entire job is to go to a parking lot where they have so many cars. I either have to like arrange the cars like in a proper lines, or there'll be a car in point A, you need to pick up the car and drop it in point B, and then there'll be a car in point B, pick up that car again and drop it in like point C. So I just basically drive like different cars. That was really fun. But yeah, the shift timings are like really weird. Like they call me at 3 a.m. in the morning and all those things. They call early morning, but that was like a really it's not even like a job. You just need to drive. I know this is not like a straightforward route for part time, but this is how it actually happens. Like almost like 2.5 months to get a part time when I came here, but he got it in just 1 week, because here like in Toronto, like just mutual contacts and all those things, he literally called every person he knows here and asked for part time, like anyone who knows, like whatever you can. Yeah, he just finally got like one of it from like maybe 10 or 15 leads. He just got like one or two. I think he got two, but he chose one. You can apply by yourself, or if you know someone, you can just ask him, you can tell them to refer you. But yeah, it's basically like your own situation, how it works for you. And there's also options where you can work inside your college campus, but it's not there right now because of COVID, because colleges are closed and everything's like online class. So I don't think that option will be available for a while now. So yeah, if that is available, then that is an option too. I didn't try for it, but you can just try to get a part-time job on campus. I would say like the easiest job to get is the general labor, which I said, like the night shift for packing or like in a warehouse. You can apply to one of these agencies and they have your profile, and whenever some shift comes according to your time schedule, they just call you and ask you like if you want to go. And also this 20 hours per week, it's not like you need to only work 4 hours a day, so it's not like something like that. It's just that in that week you need to do 20 hours, which you can just do 10 hours for 2 days and you can be done with it, or you can do like 4 hours from Monday to Friday, which is up to you. But the entire total amount of hours should be less than 20 for that week. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the part-time thing. I guess this would be useful for students who are applying. If it was useful, please do like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to press the bell icon so you'll receive when I post more videos. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys soon with another video. Till then, it's Manish. Bye bye.